Strategy games. If I were told to name an RTS game, I would answer Starcraft, because that name comes instantly into my mind. Ever since 31st of March 1998, the bestseller Starcraft has always been a part of the top RTS games in the world. Back then, the graphics were astounding and the single player couldn't have been better. Blizzard had effort in cutscenes which were displayed between every two maps. Starcraft became a hit everywhere, but especially it was valued in South Korea, where they still have huge events where professional gamers confront each other along with a huge audience, special effects and crazy commentary. I've been playing Starcraft since 1999, when my brother bought it from a gaming store and I, out of curiosity, went to watch the game. My first impression was just wow. After playing Warcraft 2 and Age of Empires, Starcraft just punched me into the face with awesomeness. I instantly picked the race Protoss because they looked cool, and I still played Protoss until 2005, when my Starcraft and the expansion disc was broken. Then I bought a copy of the game in 2008, and ever since I've played Terran. It is amazing how after 12 years, a majority of RTS gamers are still playing the game with no sight of the game scenes ending any soon. On May 19th, 2007, Blizzard announced Starcraft 2 to continue the Starcraft saga where it was left off, including the same 3 races with some improvements and new units for each race. The beta and the retail versions have a long history of postponing, but it seems that after May 12th the fans got new hope as the beta was finally released. For the few chosen, of course, who visited BlizzCon or were just important for the beta. Later on, Blizzard started giving keys to semi-pro and casual gamers, marking that the new era had begun. The beta is going to close on 31st of May, and after that the beta will come into phase 2, where beta will be open for a short period of time. After this long-awaited date, July 27th of 2010, Starcraft 2 will be released. Some players don't take the sequel so happily though. They say that there will be too much new things and unessential improvements. I remember listening to 2 guys arguing about Starcraft improvements and balancing matters about the gameplay. Someone suggested that some race should have this and that to add more fun into the game. These suggestions were quickly denied, and then somebody said, "Well, how do you improve a perfect game?" Everyone has his opinion about this, as the sequel haven't been released yet, but I believe Starcraft is one of the most balanced, competitive and most entertaining games in the short history of video gaming.
Hell, it's about time.
Hello to everyone, my name is Recreation and today I'm casting you a game called Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Actually this game is still in beta phase and the actual game will be released on July 27th of 2010 and this beta will close down on 31st of May, so only few days left until the closing of this beta. If you still don't have this game, I don't recommend trying to get it because I don't believe Blizzard will be sending any more beta keys to any player at this point of the beta phase. But do not worry, 2 weeks later from the closing of this beta on May 31st, the beta phase 2 will kick in, and hopefully, and I mean hopefully, the beta will turn into an open public beta, which means that no more beta keys, no more asking for your friends to lend the account and blah blah blah, so nothing else needed than just downloading the game and just installing and playing. So let's just hope this game will be an open public beta soon. So as many of you might know, this game is a sequel to Starcraft 1, released in 1998, and I believe this is the most anticipated RTS game I've ever encountered. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 12 years between the releasing of these games, I gotta say that's a long time. So let's just log in and check what this beta does behold. So here we are in the main menu of the game. The first site you're gonna see is this achievement guide here. So pretty nice that Blizzard has added achievements for a better phase of the game. So pretty awesome. So this is my profile picture. I actually got this as a reward for playing 2v2 games. I believe this avatar requires 10 wins as Terran race on the 2v2. So here are the achievements. As you can see, there are solo quick matches, team quick matches, and these feat of strengths which are pretty known from World of Warcraft. I haven't played World of Warcraft myself though, just a guess. So here is I've played 12 games as Terran on 2v2, and my next award will be a Goliath picture that requires 25 wins on 2v2, so I have some gaming left to do if I want to get that avatar. So here are the ladders. I'm on Platinum League on 1 versus 1, and same thing goes for my 2v2. If you look at the leagues, you can see these division names: Feld, Sierra. They are random names which are given to label any division or such. And there is a replay support for this game. Loading this takes a while because I have so many games I have played on this beta ever since I believe March. So played this beta for a while. Too bad it's gonna end tomorrow. 2 weeks without Starcraft. That's bad. I believe I have to play Broodwater then. So here are pretty many replays. Actually they go all the way back to when I first got my beta key, which was 20th of March 2010, so about 2 months ago, bit over. So pretty nice for a beta phase. For a gaming beta phase to have these kind of nice things, I should say. So what I'm gonna have in this review, probably I'm gonna just show most important things in this game, such as showing how this game works, what kind of things are there in the game, show some replays of me against Goldman and my other friend, and perhaps gonna show you some custom maps. There was a map editor released on patch 13, actually on patch 10, but the maps were playable on patch 13. And if you look at the server list, should I say, there are lots of custom maps. My favorite is probably this Battlecraft 2.0, pretty nice. I'm gonna show the game to you later. So right now let's view a replay file of me against Goldman. Let's find the game first. So here we are, first image of Starcraft 2 gameplay. This is me, and as I said, I'm playing as Terran, and I'm a blue Terran on this map, and my opponent will be Goldman, and his main race is Zerg, as you can see. Let's just start the game so we can see the actual gameplay. The map is Lost Temple, and lots of people say that this is the most balanced map in the game, and it's still very popular on a 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2 on this game. So here we go. I'm making some SCVs from my base, and if you have played StarCraft 1, you can see a lot of similarities in the buildings and the units. For example, the hatchery looks just as it looked like in the first StarCraft with some 2D performance. Of course, it looks a bit different because this game is in 3D and StarCraft 1 was in 2D.